Ahoy! The Abyss Order has received a commission to research the Dandelion Sea. We already know everything about it. But for the sake of this video, we will pretend to know only those things that my brother can explore. The first time we hear about this place is from Sage. He can be found staring at this dandelion outside of Mondstadt city walls. He learned about the Dandelion Sea from a children's book. The book is called The Fox in the Dandelion Sea. Since one was not enough, the author made 11 volumes of this book. It can be found all over Mondstadt. 7 volumes are in the library, one can be found in Dawn Winery, another one is near Good Hunters, and one is given by Flora. There is a good reason for why this book has 11 volumes. The story itself is quite complex, which makes me wonder, why is it a children's book in the first place? The administrators tell me that Teyvat Historia has an audiobook about it. I recommend watching it if you haven't read the book. Link is in the description. The author describes the Dandelion Sea as the homeland of dandelions. They also state that only a fox is able to find this place.
As if that has ever stopped the Abyss.
Anyways, Mondstadt has legends that crimson foxes can transform into humans. Hence the author also mentions of a fox that can transform into human. The book is all fun and games, until you complete reading the final volume and realize that the entire story loops back to the first volume. The fox described in the book is also a crimson fox. Sage also mentions that he has seen a guy in green clothes and white socks talk to animals before. Green clothes, white socks, I know who it is. Venti. Due to the Order's limited budget, we couldn't schedule a meeting with Venti. Editor, add Venti on the screen. As we already know, he is a wind spirit. Wind is the medium to talk with anyone, so it would make sense that he can talk with animals. The administrators tell me that in one of the official videos, he is shown with a fox. Not just any fox, a crimson fox. It can be a hint, or it can just be for the sake of that video. However, Venti is not the only one who can talk with animals. Tubby can talk with a crimson fox too. Since there are legends that crimson foxes can transform into humans, it reminds me of the head shrine maiden of Grand Narukami Shrine, Yari Miko. But Miko is not a fox, she is a kitsune. Surprisingly, both the foxes and kitsune have a common lore about their memories. Both can remember ancient and old memories. Both also have legends of being able to transform into humans. Things like these make me suspect if foxes of Mondstadt and kitsune of Inazuma were at least related in the past. Which makes me wonder why Sucrose has similar ears like Miko. Maybe Sucrose's ancestors lost their mystical powers from the past, while Miko still has them. Let's keep this topic aside for now. If you ever hang out with Bennett, he takes you to a specific place. The administrators of this world tell me that this incident is called the Adventurer in the Dandelion Sea. When you accompany Bennett to that place, this is what we get. I know, it is disappointing, but not as much as my brother. The Dandelion Sea could have dandelions that are covering a vast area. But since no one ever talks about it, it might be like in Konomiya. The administrators call it as a separate map. The place at which we meet Bennett is the Stormbearer Point. There are chances for this area to be located north of Mondstadt. That is all the information we have about this area. It might exist, or might not, there's not enough info. Anyways, I got to go now. There are reports of Dane causing more problems in the chasm.